The Enchanted Heart. Chapter 1. A Fateful Encounter. Aria's amber eyes scanned the horizon, her fingers dancing on the hilt of her sword as she patrolled the edge of Everbloom, her home village. A skilled warrior and healer, she was well respected among her people. Her raven black hair flowed like a dark waterfall, reaching her waist and accentuating her strong, yet feminine, frame. A cry for help echoed through the forest, disrupting the tranquil sounds of nature. Aria's instincts took over as she sprinted towards the source of the disturbance, her heart pounding in her chest. Emerging into a small clearing, she discovered a man surrounded by a group of bandits, his back pressed against a tree. He had an undeniable roguish charm, with tousled sandy brown hair and a mischievous glint in his green eyes. Blood seeped from a wound on his arm, but he flashed a defiant grin at his attackers. Aria wasted no time, expertly dispatching the bandits with a flurry of swift and precise strikes. As the last one fell, she turned her attention to the wounded stranger, her healer's instincts taking over. "Thank you," the man said, his voice warm and full of gratitude. "I'm Jorah." "Aria," she replied curtly, assessing his injury. As she tended to his wound, she couldn't help but notice the way his eyes seemed to dance with curiosity and amusement. He was unlike anyone she had ever met in Everbloom. "What brings you to these parts?" Aria asked, her voice steady as she finished wrapping his arm. Jorah hesitated before answering, "I'm on a quest to retrieve a lost artifact. It's said to have magical properties, and I believe it could help protect this region from the dangers that lurk in the shadows." Aria raised an eyebrow, intrigued by his mission and the possibility of adventure. She had always yearned to explore the world beyond her village, and perhaps this was the opportunity she had been waiting for. "Would you mind if I joined you?" she asked, surprising herself with her boldness. Jorah's eyes widened slightly, and then a slow, charming smile spread across his face. "I'd be honored to have you by my side, Aria." As they walked back to the village, Aria felt an undeniable connection to the enigmatic stranger, sensing the beginning of a journey that would change her life forever. Little did she know that fate had much more in store for her than she could have ever imagined. Chapter 2. An Unlikely Alliance. Days turned to weeks as Jorah recovered in Everbloom under Aria's watchful eye. The village had welcomed the rogue with open arms, and he quickly endeared himself to the townsfolk with his wit and charm. As he grew stronger, so did the bond between him and Aria. One evening, as they sat by the fireplace in Aria's cottage, Jorah shared stories of his travels and adventures. His tales of mystical creatures and enchanted forests captivated Aria, stoking the fire of her wanderlust. "I can't believe you've seen so much of the world," Aria said, her eyes sparkling with curiosity. "I've always wanted to explore, but my duty to my village has kept me here." Jorah's gaze grew tender as he looked at Aria. "You're an incredibly skilled warrior and healer, Aria. Your village is lucky to have you. But you deserve to see what's out there, too." Aria blushed at his words, her heart swelling with gratitude and affection. She had never met anyone who understood her desires and dreams the way Jorah did. "Tell me more about the artifact you're seeking," she urged, eager to know more about his quest. Jorah's eyes gleamed with excitement. "It's called the Aetherian amulet. Legends say it has the power to enhance one's magical abilities and unlock hidden potential." Aria leaned in closer, her interest piqued. "Do you think it could help me? My healing abilities are strong, but I've always felt there was something more to them." Jorah studied her, his eyes filled with wonder. "I believe it's possible, Aria. There's something extraordinary about you." Aria's heart raced as Jorah's words resonated with her. She knew this was the opportunity she had been waiting for, a chance to explore the world and discover her true potential. "Jorah, when you leave Everbloom, I want to join you on your quest," Aria declared, her voice steady and determined. A warmth spread across Jorah's face. Chapter 3. The Journey Begins. With the blessings of the village elders, Aria and Jorah set out on their journey, leaving the familiarity of Everbloom behind. Excitement and trepidation filled Aria's heart as she ventured into the unknown, her trust in Jorah unwavering. They trekked through dense forests and over rolling hills, their bond deepening with each shared experience. As they traveled, Aria's healing abilities seemed to grow stronger, and she found herself able to mend wounds and ailments with increasing ease. One day, as they rested beside a serene river, Aria noticed a young woman sitting by the water's edge, her expression troubled. Her hair was a cascade of shimmering silver, and her eyes were a striking shade of violet. Aria felt an inexplicable pull towards her. "Are you all right?" Aria asked, approaching the stranger. The woman looked up, her eyes filled with relief. "I'm Livia. I sensed your presence, Aria. I've been searching for someone like you." Aria and Jorah exchanged glances, curiosity piqued. What do you mean, someone like me? Aria inquired. Livia hesitated, then explained, I'm an empath, capable of feeling and manipulating emotions. I've been seeking someone with strong magical abilities, someone who might be able to help me find my long-lost sibling. As Livia shared her story, Aria felt a strong connection to the empath, sensing the potential for a powerful alliance. Join us, Aria offered. We're on a quest to retrieve an artifact with magical properties. Perhaps it can help you find your sibling, and we can help each other along the way. Livia's face. Aria and Jorah set off on their adventure, leaving behind the familiar sights and sounds of Everbloom. The days were filled with excitement and danger, as they crossed treacherous mountains and navigated dense forests. Their bond grew stronger, forged by trust and mutual respect. One evening, as they made camp beneath a canopy of stars, they stumbled upon a young woman crying by a stream. Her long, auburn hair framed a delicate face, and her eyes were the color of a stormy sea. Aria felt an inexplicable pull towards her, as if drawn by an unseen force. What's wrong? Aria asked, her voice soft with concern. The woman looked up, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. My name is Livia. I've been on the run for days, hunted by the dark sorceress who kidnapped my sister. She's using her for her twisted experiments, and I can't save her alone. Jorah and Aria exchanged glances, their hearts aching for Livia's plight. Aria spoke first. We'll help you, Livia. We're on a quest of our own, but we can't ignore your sister's suffering. Livia's eyes welled up with gratitude. Thank you. I don't know what I would have done without you. As they continued their journey, Aria discovered that Livia possessed a unique gift, the ability to sense and manipulate emotions. She could calm a frightened animal or soothe a troubled heart with a mere touch. Aria marveled at Livia's power, feeling a growing kinship with her. The trio became a formidable team, their strengths complementing one another as they faced various challenges. One day, while traversing a narrow mountain pass, they encountered a group of bandits lying in wait. As the outlaws advanced, Aria felt a sudden surge of energy within her. The air around her crackled with power, and with a single gesture, she unleashed a torrent of healing energy that encased the bandits in vines, immobilizing them. Aria, Jorah, and Livia stared at the scene in awe, trying to comprehend what had just happened. Aria's healing powers had never manifested like this before, and she couldn't help but wonder if her abilities were evolving. As they continued on their quest, Aria's heart swelled with hope and determination. She was no longer just the healer and protector of Everbloom, she was part of something greater, and she couldn't wait to discover what lay ahead. Chapter 4: The Ties That Bind. As the days passed, Aria found herself growing more and more accustomed to the magical energy coursing through her. It was as if an untapped reservoir of power had been released, granting her newfound strength and abilities. One evening, as the trio settled around a campfire, Livia shared a piece of her own knowledge. Aria, I've been sensing your emotions since we met, and I can feel the change within you. Your power is unlike anything I've ever encountered. I believe there's something extraordinary about your lineage. Aria's brow furrowed as she considered Livia's words. She knew little about her own ancestry, save for the stories her grandmother had told her about their family's long history of skilled healers. Intrigued, Aria pressed Livia for more information. What do you think it means? Livia hesitated before answering. I can't be certain, but I think you might be connected to the magical realm of Aetheria. It's said that the ancient Aetherians were beings of immense power, and your abilities might be a reflection of that heritage. Aria listened intently, her heart pounding with the possibility of discovering the truth about her powers. As the trio ventured deeper into the heart of the continent, they arrived at the hidden city of Silvoria. Nestled between towering mountains and shrouded in mist, the city was a haven for those with magical abilities. Aria felt a sense of awe and belonging as they entered the city, her eyes drinking in the sights of enchanting architecture and bustling streets filled with mages and mystics. It was here that they encountered Kale, a stoic guardian with the power to control earth and metal, and Naira, a brilliant scholar and adept at elemental magic. Intrigued by Aria's abilities, Kale and Naira agreed to join the group in their quest for the Aetherian amulet and the search for Livia's sister. Together, the five of them delved into the secrets of Aria's past, poring over ancient tomes and consulting with wise sages. As they unraveled the threads of her heritage, Aria began to see the truth. Her connection to Aetheria was not a mere accident of birth but rather a calling that stretched back through generations. Aria's destiny was becoming clear. She was not just the protector of Everbloom, she was a guardian of an ancient and powerful magic that had the potential to shape the fate of the world. And with her newfound friends at her side, she was ready to embrace her destiny and unlock the secrets of the Aetherian amulet. Chapter 5, The Hidden City. The air was thick with anticipation as Aria and her companions navigated the labyrinthine streets of Silvoria, searching for the elusive library rumored to house the knowledge they sought. Finally, after countless inquiries and dead ends, they stood before an ornate door carved with intricate symbols. Naira traced her fingers over the markings, her eyes lighting up with recognition. This is it. The entrance to the arcane archives. The door creaked open, revealing a vast, dimly lit chamber filled with towering shelves and ancient scrolls. Aria felt a shiver run down her spine as they stepped inside, the scent of old parchment and magic enveloping them. As they delved into the musty tomes, Aria learned more about her connection to Aetheria. Her bloodline traced back to the legendary Aetherian queen, a powerful sorceress who had wielded the Aetherian amulet eons ago. The amulet had been lost to time, but its power lingered, passed down through generations to Aria. The more she discovered, the stronger her resolve grew. She was determined to uncover the truth behind the amulet and fulfill her destiny as the protector of Aetheria. As days turned to weeks, their search led them to a hidden chamber deep within the library. Its walls were adorned with a mural depicting the Aetherian queen, the amulet glowing brightly around her neck. Kel studied the mural, his brow furrowed in concentration. According to these inscriptions, the amulet is hidden in the heart of an ancient, enchanted forest. Aria felt a thrill of excitement course through her. Then that's where we'll go. We'll find the amulet and unlock its power. Together, they embarked on the next leg of their journey, venturing into the heart of the enchanted forest. As they traversed the shadowy, tangled pathways, they encountered wondrous creatures and faced perilous obstacles, their bond growing stronger with each challenge. One night, as they made camp beneath the twisted branches of an ancient tree, Aria found herself drawn to Jorah's side. The firelight flickered in his green eyes as he gazed at her, his expression a mix of admiration and concern. "You've come so far, Aria," he murmured, reaching for her hand. "I'm in awe of your strength and determination." Aria's cheeks flushed, her heart swelling with affection for the charming rogue who had come to mean so much to her. "I couldn't have done it without you, Jorah. You've been by my side every step of the way." As their fingers entwined, Aria felt the stirrings of something deeper than friendship, a connection that transcended their shared quest. In that moment, she knew that their destinies were intertwined, and that together, they would face whatever challenges lay ahead. Chapter 6, Unraveling the Past. The enchanted forest was a place of beauty and danger, where ancient magic whispered through the leaves and shadows held untold secrets. As they ventured deeper into its heart, Aria and her companions encountered majestic creatures and faced treacherous obstacles. They fought against a swarm of enchanted thorns that tried to ensnare them, their weapons and magic slicing through the tendrils with determination. They navigated an otherworldly mist that played tricks on their minds, forcing them to confront their deepest fears. Through it all, their bond grew stronger, each member of the group bringing their unique skills and strengths to the fore. As they neared their goal, they came upon a serene glade where a magnificent tree stood, its roots twisting and reaching like a living sculpture. Upon its gnarled trunk, a soft, ethereal light pulsed rhythmically, beckoning them closer. Aria approached the tree cautiously, her heart pounding in her chest. Her instincts told her that this was the place they had been searching for, the hiding place of the Aetherian amulet. As she reached out to touch the tree, a surge of energy rippled through her, causing her vision to blur. When it cleared, Aria found herself standing before the Aetherian queen, her regal figure bathed in the same ethereal light. The queen's voice echoed in Aria's mind, filling her with warmth and reassurance. "You have come far, my child. The blood of Aetheria runs strong within you, and your destiny is intertwined with the amulet's power." With a gesture, the queen revealed the Aetherian amulet, its soft glow reflecting in Aria's amber eyes. As she reached for it, she felt a connection to the ancient power it held, a sense of responsibility and purpose settling within her. Aria awoke from the vision, the amulet clasped firmly in her hand. Her companions gathered around her, their eyes filled with wonder and anticipation. With a deep breath, Aria slipped the amulet around her neck, feeling its power course through her. The air around her shimmered with magic, and she knew that she had unlocked a part of her heritage that had lain dormant for generations. With the amulet in their possession, Aria and her companions turned their attention to the task of rescuing Livia's sister and thwarting the dark sorceress who threatened their world. Together, they set off on the next leg of their journey, their hearts filled with determination and hope. Aria knew that with her newfound power and the support of her friends, they could overcome any challenge that lay ahead. Chapter 7, The Sorceress's Lair. Guided by Livia's unwavering resolve and the power of the Aetherian amulet, the group made their way to the stronghold of the dark sorceress, Alara. Her lair was a fortress of black stone, nestled within a desolate valley, where the air crackled with dark energy. Aria and her companions approached the entrance, their hearts heavy with the knowledge of the horrors that awaited them. Jorah placed a reassuring hand on Arya's shoulder, his gaze steady and determined. "We'll get Livia's sister back and put an end to Alara's tyranny." With a nod, Aria led the group into the fortress. Its shadowy corridors were filled with sinister traps and twisted enchantments, each one a testament to Alara's malevolence. But with their combined skills and magic, they overcame each obstacle, drawing ever closer to their objective. Finally, they entered a vast chamber, where Alara stood before a swirling vortex of dark energy. Livia's sister, a young woman with eyes like the stormy sea, was bound to an arcane altar, her expression a mix of fear and defiance. Alara sneered as they approached, her voice dripping with malice. "You dare to challenge me? You will suffer for your foolishness." Arya's eyes blazed with righteous fury, the Aetherian amulet glowing brightly around her neck. "Release her, Alara. Your reign of terror ends today." An epic battle ensued, the air thick with the clash of steel and the roar of elemental magic. Aria, Jorah, Livia, Kael, and Nyra fought with everything they had, their hearts united by a common purpose. As the tide of battle turned in their favor, Aria felt the power of the Aetherian amulet surge within her, the ancient magic of her bloodline rising to meet the challenge. With a fierce cry, she unleashed a torrent of light that tore through the darkness, breaking Alara's hold on Livia's sister. In the aftermath of the battle, the group stood victorious, the fortress crumbling around them as Alara's dark magic dissipated. Livia and her sister embraced, their tearful reunion a testament to the strength of their bond. As they made their way back to the enchanted forest, Arya's heart swelled with pride and gratitude. Together, they had overcome insurmountable odds and emerged stronger than ever. With the power of the Aetherian amulet at her command and the support of her newfound family, Arya knew that her journey was far from over. They would face countless challenges and trials in the days to come, but she was ready to embrace her destiny and protect the world she loved. Hand in hand with Jorah, Arya stepped into the unknown, her heart full of hope and the promise of adventure. Chapter 8: A New Dawn. With Alara's defeat and Livia's sister safely returned, the group found themselves at a crossroads. Though their initial quest had come to a successful end, they knew that their journey together was far from over. As they gathered around the flickering campfire, each member of the group reflected on the bonds they had forged and the challenges they had faced. "I've spent my entire life searching for a place where I belong," Livia said softly, her gaze distant. "But I've realized that it's not a place, but the people who make us feel truly at home. You're my family now, and I'll stand by your side through whatever comes our way." Kael and Nyra exchanged knowing glances, their hearts echoing Livia's sentiment. They, too, had found a purpose and a sense of belonging within this group of extraordinary individuals. The following morning, Aria gathered her companions and shared her vision for their future. "The power of the Aetherian amulet has shown me that there are countless threats to our world, both seen and unseen. It's our responsibility to protect those who cannot protect themselves, and to fight for justice wherever it's needed." Jorah smiled warmly, his green eyes alight with determination. "I couldn't agree more, Aria. Together, we can face any challenge and make a real difference in the world." And so, they set forth on a new journey, their hearts united by a shared purpose and the promise of adventure. As they traveled, their reputation grew, their acts of heroism and courage becoming the stuff of legend. They became known as the Guardians of Aetheria, champions of the people and defenders of the realm. Throughout their travels, the bond between Aria and Jorah deepened, their love blossoming into a passionate romance. They found solace in each other's arms, their love a beacon of light in a world fraught with darkness. One day, as they stood atop a windswept cliff overlooking the vast expanse of the world, Aria turned to Jorah, her amber eyes shining with emotion. "No matter what the future holds, I know that we'll face it together, side by side." Jorah's voice was filled with love and conviction as he replied, "You have my heart, Aria, now and forever." With their newfound family by their side and the power of the Aetherian amulet guiding them, Aria and Jorah embraced their destiny, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. And so, the Guardians of Aetheria continued their journey, writing their own legends across the tapestry of time, their love and loyalty a testament to the power of the human heart. Chapter 9: Unearthing Secrets. As the Guardians of Aetheria continued their journey, they came across an ancient, hidden temple nestled within a remote mountain range. The temple's walls were adorned with intricate carvings and glyphs that hinted at a deeper connection to Aetheria. Nyra, her curiosity piqued, pored over the glyphs, her fingers tracing the ancient symbols. "There's something here, something that could shed more light on the history of Aetheria and the enchanted crystal heart." With newfound determination, the group ventured deeper into the temple, guided by Nyra's expertise in deciphering the arcane language. Each chamber revealed more about the Crystal Heart's origins and its role in shaping the destiny of Aetheria. In the temple's heart, they discovered a hidden chamber, its walls adorned with a breathtaking mural that depicted the creation of the Enchanted Crystal Heart. The mural showed the heart being forged from the essence of Aetheria itself, its power bound by a sacred covenant to protect and preserve the realm. Aria stood in awe, her hand instinctively reaching for the Aetherian amulet around her neck. The Enchanted Crystal Heart was more than just a powerful artifact, it was the embodiment of Aetheria's spirit and the key to unlocking its full potential. As the group absorbed the knowledge of the mural, Jorah approached Aria, his green eyes filled with warmth and love. "You were destined for this, Aria. You carry the heart of Aetheria within you, and together, we'll protect it." Aria's cheeks flushed, her heart swelling with emotion. "I couldn't do this without you, Jorah. Your love and support give me the strength to face whatever challenges lie ahead." As they gazed into each other's eyes, their love for one another undeniable, they shared a passionate moment that solidified their connection. Hand in hand, they knew that they would face the future together, as guardians of the Enchanted Crystal Heart and defenders of Aetheria. With the secrets of the temple now revealed, the group felt a renewed sense of purpose. Armed with the knowledge of the Enchanted Crystal Heart's origins, they were better equipped to protect Aetheria from the dark forces that threatened it. Together, they continued their journey, forging a path through the unknown, their love and loyalty a beacon of hope in a world of uncertainty. Chapter 10: A New Threat. The Guardians of Aetheria had grown stronger through their adventures, their bonds of friendship and love forging them into a formidable force. As they continued their journey, they heard whispers of an ancient evil that had begun to stir, a darkness that threatened both Aetheria and the mortal world. Kale, his brow furrowed with concern, shared the troubling news with the group. "I've heard tales of a malevolent being, one that has slept for millennia, waiting for the right moment to rise and plunge our world into chaos. It's said that this creature feeds on the very essence of Aetheria, and if it awakens, the consequences will be catastrophic." Aria, her heart heavy with the weight of her responsibility, knew that they were the only ones capable of stopping this threat. "We must gather knowledge and allies to face this darkness. We've fought and won against impossible odds before, and we can do it again." With their new mission clear, the Guardians of Aetheria set out to learn more about the ancient evil and how to prevent its awakening. Their journey took them to the far reaches of the realm, where they sought the wisdom of sages and scholars, piecing together the fragments of an ancient prophecy. Along the way, they encountered other heroes and champions, their hearts drawn to the noble cause of the Guardians. Together, they formed a formidable alliance, each bringing unique skills and strengths to the fight against the impending darkness. As they delved deeper into the mystery, Aria and Jorah's love for each other served as a source of strength and inspiration. Their tender moments of affection and quiet support reminded them that they were fighting not just for the fate of Aetheria, but for the future they hoped to share together. With each new ally and piece of knowledge they gathered, the group grew more determined to face the ancient evil and protect the world they held dear. They knew that the battle ahead would test them in ways they could never have imagined, but they stood united, their hearts filled with hope and courage. As the time drew near to confront the darkness, the Guardians of Aetheria prepared for the greatest challenge of their lives. Together, they would face the ancient evil and fight to preserve the light and love that bound them all. Chapter 11: The Cost of Love. As the Guardians of Aetheria drew closer to their confrontation with the ancient evil, Aria's connection to the Enchanted Crystal Heart intensified, her powers growing stronger by the day. She found solace in her deepening bond with Jorah, their love a source of comfort in these dark times. However, with each new surge of power, Aria became increasingly aware of the duality of her connection to Jorah. While their love fueled her strength, it also made her vulnerable, a weakness that the ancient evil could exploit. One evening, as they sat beneath the shimmering stars, Jorah broached the subject that weighed heavily on their hearts. "Aria, I would do anything for you, but I can't help but worry that our love might endanger our mission. I don't know what I would do if something happened to you because of me." Aria looked into his eyes, her heart aching with the weight of their dilemma. "I know, Jorah. I feel the same way, but I can't imagine facing this darkness without you. Our love gives me the strength to carry on, even when I feel like I can't go any further." As they grappled with the difficult choice before them, they sought the counsel of their friends and allies. Each member of the group offered their perspective, their voices filled with wisdom and compassion. In the end, it was Nyra who spoke the words that resonated deepest within Aria's heart. "True love is a rare and powerful force. To sacrifice it for the greater good is a noble act, but perhaps there's a way to harness that love and use it as a weapon against the darkness." With renewed determination, Aria and Jorah chose to embrace their love and channel it into the fight against the ancient evil. They knew that the path ahead would be fraught with danger and sacrifice, but they also recognized the power of their connection and the hope that it inspired. As the guardians of Aetheria prepared for the final battle, Aria and Jorah stood side by side, their hearts united in love and purpose. They would face the darkness together, their love serving as a beacon of light to guide them through the storm. The cost of love was high, but Aria and Jorah were willing to risk everything for a chance at happiness and the promise of a brighter future for Aetheria and the mortal world. Chapter 12, A Promising Beginning. As the guardians of Aetheria continued their preparations for the impending battle against the ancient evil, they found strength in their unity and shared purpose. Each member of the group brought their unique skills and abilities to the table, forging a formidable alliance capable of facing any challenge. Aria, her connection to the enchanted crystal heart stronger than ever, embraced her destiny as the protector of Aetheria. She trained diligently, honing her powers and mastering the secrets of the crystal heart under the watchful eyes of her friends and mentors. Jorah, his love for Aria unwavering, stood by her side, his own skills as a warrior and strategist proving invaluable to the group. Together, they formed the heart of the Guardians, their love and devotion a testament to the power of human connection. The other members of the group, Kale, Nyra, Livia, and the allies they had gathered along the way, worked tirelessly to prepare for the battle ahead. They trained, researched, and strategized, leaving no stone unturned in their quest to save Aetheria and the mortal world from the ancient evil's destructive grasp. As the day of reckoning drew near, the guardians of Aetheria stood together, their eyes filled with determination and hope. They knew that the battle ahead would test them in ways they could never have imagined, but they refused to falter, their love and loyalty stronger than any force they had ever faced. With a mixture of trepidation and anticipation, Aria and her companions took a moment to reflect on the journey that had led them to this point. They had faced numerous trials and tribulations, but through it all, they had grown stronger, their bonds unbreakable. As they stood on the precipice of a new beginning, Aria and Jorah shared a tender moment, their love shining like a beacon in the gathering darkness. "No matter what happens," Aria whispered, her amber eyes shining with resolve, "we'll face it together." Jorah, his voice filled with love and conviction, replied, "And together, we'll overcome it." With their hearts united and their spirits lifted, the guardians of Aetheria embarked on the next chapter of their epic journey, ready to face the ancient evil and protect the realm they held dear. Their story, far from over, was just beginning.